Namaste, namaste, namaste.
This is the third session of Mundakopanishad with Swami Ji. Last week we began the study of the Shanti Mantra of Atharva Veda. I welcome everyone here. Please do indicate on the chat if you have any questions. And as usual, the last half hour of our session is reserved for questions and answers. We will begin our class this morning with Yogacharya Venudas Ji chanting 2 Shanti Mantras. The first Shanti Mantra, the first one is the Shanti Mantra of the Rig Veda, which begins with Om Vangme Manasi. And then that will be followed by the Shanti Mantra of Atharva Veda, which begins with Bhadram Karnebi. Namaste. Venudas Ji.
ऋग्वेदीय शांति मंत्रम। वाग्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य मआणीस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रं सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु मामवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथर्व वेदीय शांति मंत्र। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिर्व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Oh, in our last session, we have seen an introduction, a brief introduction about the Mundakopanishad. And we have started the Shanti Patha of Mundakopanishad, that is Atharvavediya Shanti Mantra. This Shanti Mantra begins with the Pranava, Om, and what follows is a prayer. The first line of that mantra we have seen in our last sitting. That is Bhadram Karnebhihi Sriniyama Devaha. O Devas, may we hear with our ears what is auspicious. Let us hear auspicious sounds around. That is the meaning of the first prayer. And of course, there is another meaning, and that is what we are hearing. See, we are living in this world, and we are hearing many sounds. We have to hear. There is no other way. So the prayer is, let us have that knowledge within, or that feeling within, that whatever I am hearing is auspicious. So this is an attitude towards the life. The first is a prayer. Let us hear what is auspicious. And the second is, it is an attitude towards our life. And that is, whatever comes to me, all are auspicious. Nothing is there in this world as inauspicious. My mind, my conditioned mind, that we have to repeat. It is not my mind simply. My conditioned mind is saying this and this is auspicious, and this is inauspicious. So let me have this knowledge. Let me have this awareness that whatever I am hearing is auspicious. In the same way, the next prayer is Bhadram Pashyema Akshabhihi Yajatraha. Yajatraha, O Devas, may we see with our eyes what is auspicious. Let our visions be auspicious. This is the prayer. Or, in other words, O Devas, let me have that awareness, let me have that knowledge. Whatever I am seeing around me are auspicious. Again, that is an attitude towards life. It's an attitude. So a sadhaka is building that attitude. That is whatever he gets in this life, in a way or other, it is auspicious. Sometimes we may see some experience or some situations as auspicious and some other as not. And some situations or some persons or some incidents will give sometimes troubles, sometimes pain. That is many feelings which will press me to brand that experience as inauspicious. But as far as the sadhaka is concerned, if that attitude is correct with it, in course of time, he will realize that situation or that incident happened in my life. Of course, at that time I thought it as an inauspicious thing, but now I am realizing it is not at all inauspicious because it made me strong. It made me powerful. It gave me the correct attitudes towards life. So in course of time, that knowledge will come. So here it is prayed for. That is whatever I am getting, whatever I am seeing, whatever I am hearing, or whatever experiences I am having, let me have that awareness with it, that all these are auspicious. So this is the basic meaning of the second prayer. But there is another level of explanation that is based on how we are taking the word yajatra. The first meaning of yajatra is those who are protecting the yajnas. Of course, devas are protecting the yajnas. Devas are the controlling faculty. Right from the vibration of subatomic particles to the whole universe. Everything is ruled by Deva. Or we can say Devas. So Devas are protecting the yajnas. So we can call Devas by the name Yajatra. But when we look from another angle, those who are performing the yajnas, that is the Yajamanas, They are actually yajatras. Yajnas are there. Yajnas are they're protected only because yajamanas are performing. If yajamanas are not starting yajnas, they are not doing yajnas, how yajna will be protected? No. So yajnas are there and yajnas are protected only because yajamanas are doing. And therefore, yajatra means those who are performing the yajnas. That is the yajamanas. And we can take it as to mean those who are doing good deeds in this life. Those who are performing auspicious deeds in this life. They are yajatras. So yajatraha vayam, we people who are protecting the yajnas by performing them. That is the meaning. Let me repeat once more. By the word yajatra, it would mean we people who are performing the yajnas, or those who are protecting the yajnas by performing. So we yajatras, let us see, may we see what is auspicious with our eyes. See, when we take the meaning in this sense, there is much more inner implications. What is that? We will have opportunities to get auspicious experiences only when we are doing good deeds. Without doing good deeds, there is no meaning in praying for good results. If auspiciousness have to come, we have to perform. Without performing, we will not get. There's no doubt in this. We are reaping what we are sowing. That is the rule of karma. That is the rule of karma. So we who are doing good deeds in this world, serving the society, doing yajnas, and doing all sorts of good deeds, which we can call auspicious deeds, may we see what is auspicious around. So it is there is a great message. To get good experiences, we must do good deeds. All are praying for auspicious experiences. All are praying for good and better or best results. Yes, we can. We have the right to pray. We have the right to ask for. But we will get only if we are doing. Otherwise, we won't get. See, as per the rule of karma, even if we are saying Ishvara is giving the fruits of our karma, Ishvara is not giving by his own whims and fancies. No. Ishvara is giving the proper share or the proper result of our own karma. There Ishvara is the universal rule, not a person. You can call him by the name X, Y, or Z, whatever name you want to call, you can call. It is the universal principle by which each and every person is getting their own results. Result is an effect of activity. And activity is what we are performing. So, yajatraha vayam, we who are doing good deeds in this world, bhadram akshabhihi pashyema, may we see by our eyes what is auspicious. So this is the prayer. Bhadram karnebhi shrunuyama devaha, bhadram pashyema akshabhiryajatraha, sthirairangai tuštuvamsaha, tanubhihi vyasema devahitam yadayuhu. Sthiraihi angaihi tuštuvamsaha tanubhihi vyasema devahitam yad ayuhu. Again, this is a prayer, or we can take this as a statement or as an oath, as a swearing. First, let us take this as a prayer. O Devaha, again it is repeated. Sthiraihi angaihi tuštuvamsaha vayam. There is no vayam in that, but as it is tuštuvamsaha and vyasema, if we add or we do not add, vayam is there. So even if we are adding or not adding, there is no difference at all. Sthiraihi angaihi. Angaha means limbs of this body, like hands, legs. This body, we can take it as so. Or all the senses of knowledge, or all organs of action. All these are angas. Anga means parts. Angam, part of this body, or limbs of this body. So we are living in this world. Nobody is sitting without doing anything. All are doing something or other. We are working always. voluntarily or otherwise, we are doing. Nobody is sitting idle. Nobody can sit without doing anything. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma. Without doing anything, nobody is sitting. We are doing this or that. If we are not doing physically something, we will be thinking mentally. That is, we will be doing mentally. We will be doing with the intellect. We will be speaking something. We will be walking. So in a way or other, we are working always. We are doing. And for this, we are having different limbs, different parts, different organs of this body. When we say body, we must take this gross and subtle body together. So with these limbs, with these parts, we are working. And it is prayed here. Let all our body parts, let all our limbs work firmly. They must be sthira. No, not asthira. If our legs are asthira, that is not firm, we cannot walk. We will not be able to walk. If our hands or arm is not sthira, we cannot take anything, we cannot give it. In the same way, we are seeing, we are hearing, we are smelling, we are tasting. Or in other words, we are getting all sorts of cognitions and we are doing all sorts of activities with our limbs which are firm. So our limbs must be firm and strong. All our body parts must be strong without any sickness. If they are having many diseases, we will not be able to work. So all my body parts, all my senses, all my organs of action must be powerful. They must stand with all firmness. With such parts, sthiraihi angaihi, tushtu mamsaha vayam. Vayam, we people, not I myself, we, all of us. I'm not praying for this body, mind, intellect constitution. No. I am praying for the whole world. So, plural is used here. Otherwise, it could have been singular. No, it is plural. So, with all body parts, let us, not let me, let us work with our body parts. But Devahitam. Devahitam. Devahitam is what is acceptable to Devas. What is acceptable to Devas? That is Devahitam. So let us do, while we are living in this world, we are living in this world. Nobody can question that. And we are having all these limbs with us. We are having this intellect, mind, the power of speech, and all this body constitution. So we are working, we are doing many, many things. So whatever we are doing, let them be Deva Hitam. What is acceptable to Devas? What is acceptable to Devas? See, there is a system. There is an order in this universe. There is a system which is holding everything together. And we must lead our life in a way as to be at par with the thing which is holding the whole universe together. If I am leading my life otherwise, that will disrupt the equilibrium of this system. That means all my words, all my deeds, all my thoughts must be at par with the scheme which is holding everything together. It must not contradict. It must not contradict. There is a big system, and the system is moving. I'm a part of it. It must be I be doing as per the scheme. Then my activity Devahita. Doing something. Else to the universal scheme. Then invariably I will have to have many problems, many troubles in this life. Not only me, but the whole system will suffer. Those who are around me will suffer. So whatever I am doing, let them be Devahitam. So doing Devahitam or performing Devahitam, let me lead this life. Yadayuhu. I do not know how long I will live in this world. I know this much, I am now here. I am sitting here. I am living today. When I will leave, I don't know. That I cannot say. So I cannot say how long I will live here, what will be my ayuhu. Ayuhu is lifespan. Ayuhu, lifespan. So what much lifespan I have, I don't know how much it is. How long I will live, I don't know. I may die today itself, or I may live here in this world, in this body, for many, many years to come. It is immaterial whether I am dying today or I am dying after many years. It is immaterial. But what is material is, what is important is, how long I am living in this world, that life must be Devahita. simply living in this world, of what use it is? My life must be beneficial. Beneficial for myself and beneficial for the society. Otherwise, what is the use in living here? Better to live. So, the ayuhu, yad ayuhu, there yad is used because we do not know the ayuhu. Whatever ayu I have, let me lead that ayu doing devahitam. Vyashema devahitam. How? With sthiraihi angaihi. As long as I am living, so long my body parts, all my organs, all my limbs of this body must be strong and powerful. I must not lie with so many sickness without doing anything. No, such a situation must not come in this life as a burden to others, a burden to the society. No. So I do not know how long I will live, but the prayer is, as long as I live in this world, let all the body parts, all the limbs of this body must be strong, powerful. So with sthiraihi angaihi tuštuvamsaha. Tuštuvamsaha means those who are praising. Tuštuvamsaha. Tuštuvan, tuštuvamsau, tuštuvamsaha. That means those who are praising. Praising the God or the praising the Ishvara never means, or it is not restricted to chanting something, chanting some mantras, chanting some hymns in praise of the Ishvara. No, of course, that is Tuštuvamsa. But the real meaning of praising is serving, serving, serving the Ishvara in the form of the world. The whole universe is the form of Ishvara. The whole universe is the form of Ishvara, as well explained in the Purusha Sukta. Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Sahasraksha, Sahasrapat. So Ishvara is having 1,000 heads, 1,000 legs, 1,000 hands, means the whole universe I am living in and I am seeing around are just the forms of Ishvara. Because all the heads are his heads, all the legs are his legs, all the arms are his arms. He is the all-pervading. He is walking in the form of all the beings in this world. So Tuštuvamsaha means serving Ishvara in all ways. Praising verbally, serving physically, and of course, mentally also. So Tuštuvamsaha vayam, Vyashema. Vyashema means let us lead. Let us lead. Lead what? This lifespan. How? Devahitam. Doing Devahitam. So this is the prayer. This is the state. Prayer is, I do not know how long this lifespan will be. I'm not at all concerned about it. Let this live for 100 years or it fall today itself. I'm not at all concerned. But on what I am concerned is how long I am living, that life must be Devahitam. And so let me lead this life with strong or firm limbs, strong body, strong mind, strong intellect, sthiraihi angaihi tuštuvamsaha vyashema devahitam yadayuhu. There is another meaning. See, my ayuhu, lifespan, is Devahitam. It is not under my own control. It is controlled by many devatas. It is up to Ishvara. So what lifespan I have as Devahitam, as destined by Ishvara, let that life, let that lifespan be spent. How? Doing good deeds. Doing good deeds. With firm limbs, with a firm body, with a firm mind, with a firm intellect. Sthiraihi angaihi, with firm limbs or firm parts. Tushtuvamsaha, those who are praying or praising. Tanubihi, tanu is body. Tanu is body. So tanubihi means with the body, with the bodies. As it is plural, we have to say with the bodies. With this body, let us lead this life doing Devahita. Vyashema, let us lead Devahitam, what is acceptable to Devas. Yadayuhu, what ayuhu, what lifespan we have. So this is the first part of the prayer. I think it is clear. Then the second part is Swastina Indro Vriddhashravaha Swastina Posha Vishwavedaha Swastina Starkshyo Arishtaneme Swastino Brihaspati Dadhatu. Swasti Indraha Vriddhashravaha Naha Dadhatu. That is the first prayer. Second prayer is Swasti Vishwavedaha Pusha Naha Dadhatu. Then the next prayer is Swasti Arishtanemihi Tarkshaha Naha Dadhatu. Swasti Brihaspatihi Naha Dadhatu. Here Naha Swastihi Dadhatu is repeated in all the prayers. Naha means for us, not for me alone. not for you alone, not for my family, not for my village, not for my caste or religion or gender. No, for all of us. It is plural. It is plural. So for all of us. Swasti means well-being. Swasti, well-being. Dadhatu, let give. Dadhatu means let give. So this is the common prayer here for all of us. Let well-being come, or let well-being be given. Given by whom? First prayer is Indro Vruddhashravaha. Vruddhashravaha means most famous. Vruddhashravaha, most famous. Indraha. Indra is the most famous. Indra is a synonym of Paramatma or Parameshwara. And he is the king of all devatas. If there are millions and millions of devatas, Indra is the head of all devatas. And therefore he is most famous. Indra is being praised in the Vedas, many, many places. How many mantras are there in praise of Indra? In Rigveda, in Yajurveda, in Samaveda, in Atharvaveda, many are. So he is most famous. Vruddha Shravaha. Shravaha, one who is having faith or famous. When we are adding Vruddha to that, most famous. So let the most famous Indra, who is the head of all devatas, give swasti for all of us, well-being for all of us. This is the first prayer. Pusha. Pusha again is Ishvara. Just like Indra, Pusha also is Ishvara. And as Indra is the head of all devatas, Pusha is Surya, Surya Bhagavan, who is giving light and energy to all of us, to the whole world, who is dispelling the darkness. He is Pusha. So Swasti Naha Pushaha Vishwavedaha. Vishwavedaha means the all-knowing. Vishwavedaha, the all-knowing being. So Vishwavedaha Pusha means the sun, the Surya, who is all-knowing. The all-knowing Surya, let him give well-being for all of us. Let him shower well-being for all of us. Swastina Indro Vruddhashravaha. Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha. Swastina Starkshyo Arishtane. Swastinaha Tarkshaha. Tarkshaha is Garuda, Garuda Bhagavan, Lord Garuda. So Tarkshaha, who is the Tarkshaha? Arishtanemihi. He is Arishtanemi. One who is eradicating all troubles, all pains. So the Garuda, who is giving all happiness, the Garuda who is giving all happiness. Actually, Arishtanemi never means giving happiness, but the meaning is that Arishtanemi is eradicating all troubles in this life, all pain in this life. So removing pain means giving happiness. One who is removing all pains in this life. Such Tarkshaha, Garudaha, let him give well-being for all of us. Swastena Starkshyo Arishtaneme Swastino Brihaspatirdadhatu Swastinaha Brihaspatihi Dadhatu. The Devata Brihaspati, he is the teacher, the teacher of Acharya, all the Devatas. He is the Deva Guru, Devanam Guruhu, Brihaspatihi. So let the Brihaspati, who is the teacher of all the Devatas, give well-being for us. This is the second part of this prayer, the Shanti Mantra. So see once more. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pasye Makshabhiryajatraha Sthirairangai Stushtuvam Sastanobhir Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vridhashravaha Swastina Posha Vishwavedaha Swastina Starkshyo Arishtaneme Swastino Brihaspatirdadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So after this prayer, there is pranava used again, Om. So as we have seen the meaning, we are not going to repeat it. So Ishvara is again addressed here. Or we are again remembering the essence of Veda. Or we are uttering the most auspicious word or shabda. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shanti. So we are uttering Shantihi 3 times. Why 3 times? See, we are going to start studying this Upanishad. Now we are starting Mundakopanishad. It must go, that study must go without any hindrance. Without any block. It must go well. So there are many factors which will hinder the study, which will block the study. There are many factors. How many factors are there? Innumerable. We cannot count. We cannot count. But we can classify them in three divisions, into three divisions. First is Adhyatmika. Those factors for which I am or we people are responsible. And those factors which are arising out of our own activities. Then the second is those factors which are coming as an effect of the activities of other people or other beings. Adi Bhautika. Then there are factors on which we do not have any control. They are Adhidaivika. So, without these three blocks, we must be able to finish this study. This is the prayer. And see, in our common life, many types of pains, many types of problems or troubles will come in our life. Many times. And sorrows, many sorrows. So these sorrows or these pains or these troubles, we can classify into three. Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, and Adhidaivika. What are Adhyatmikas? Adhyatmikas are those pains or those sorrows or those troubles which are made by myself. I am responsible for it. I have control over it. Because of me or within me, such troubles or such pains came. Those are Adhyatmikas. See, I am walking through a village path. And there was a narrow bridge to cross. So in the beginning of that bridge, there was a board saying, "Don't walk through this bridge. It is dangerous." And I happened to see an old man who told me, "Oh, Swami, you don't go. You don't walk through that bridge." But without paying any attention to them, I started walking. And when I reached the middle part, it was broken. And I fell down. Many fractures. And now I am in the hospital. Who is responsible for that? Not that bridge. I myself. I am responsible. So it is that pain or that trouble that is purely Adhyatmika. Because I am responsible and I have control over that. And there are some others. I was walking through a park. A dog came running. and it gave a bite. Now I am in trouble. Now I must go to hospital and take 5 or 6 injections. The pain I am having or the trouble I am suffering. Who is responsible? That dog is responsible. So that pain is Adi Bhauti. It is caused by some other Bhutas. Adi Bhauti. And you think, I was going to a house, and in front of the gate, there was a big board, beware of dogs. And without giving any attention to that board, I entered the house and the dog came running. Now who is responsible? Not the dog. I am responsible. Because the board was there and I avoided it. And so the trouble came. Now, if the dog bite me, the problem is not with the dog, it is with me. So it is Adhyatmika. Because I am responsible. I have control of it. And see, there are many pains or many troubles in this life over which we do not have control at all, like heavy rains or no rains or hurricane or landsliding. Many such natural calamities over which we do not have control at all. So such pains or troubles we are having because of such natural calamities or situations over which we do not have control at all are called Adi Daivika, because it comes from the above. So there are 3 types of pains or troubles or hindrances or blockades. And before starting the study of this Upanishad, we are praying 3 times Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That means all these 3 types of troubles or pains or blockades must not come, so that we can finish this study without any trouble. So that is the meaning in uttering Shanti Mantra 3 times. So with this, we are ready to enter into the study of the Upanishads, and that we can do in our next sitting. So let us see this Shanti Mantra once more. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pasye Makshabhiryajatraha Sthirairangai Stushtuvam Sastanobhir Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayuhu Sustina Indro Vridhashravaha Sustina Pusha Vishwavedaha Sustina Starksho Arishtane Sustina Brihaspati Dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, whatever doubt you have or questions you like to ask, you can ask. Yeah.
Namaste, Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste, namaste.
Swamiji, I have 2 questions today. Number 1 is almost a continuation of the last week's question. Unawareness of Purva Samskara and what we have to do with that in this present Samskara as well. Second question is that it's a supposition. If ever Bharatam was not invaded, what would have been Bharata today? Swami.
The first question, our own samskaras, which are there within, that is within the subtle body, and we are not at all aware. We are not at all aware what types of samskaras are within. Then how we will live in this world? See, what samskaras are there within, accordingly, we will or we are living in this world. All our reciprocations, all our natural reciprocations are coming from our own samskaras. We are not thinking, we are not analyzing what samskaras are there within. And as an effect of that analysis, we are doing something else. No, it is spontaneously coming, it is naturally coming. What we have within, from that, all our reciprocations, all our behaviors, all our cognitions, all these are coming. So, as per the theory of karma, for each and every effect, there must be a cause. And when we analyze this life phenomenon, then we will understand there must be such and such samskaras within. That we are assuming. Because nothing will come from nowhere. From something or somewhere, these events are coming. And if we are ready to analyze our own life or evaluate our own cognitions and reciprocations, or we can use the word reactions to different given set of situations. If we are ready to analyze, then if we are analyzing impartially, then we will get many points to mark. And joining them, we can draw a straight line or a line. If there is a line, we can draw it backward or forward. We are not aware of that, but that is coming out as a result. See, if I am reacting to each and every situations very forcefully, without any equanimity with it, if I am showing that sort of restlessness, that even if I am not aware of the fact, it is a fact that the Rajasic structure is that much high with it. I may not be aware of that. But those who are observing my pattern or those who are observing my lifestyle, they will understand. This man is Rajasic. I may not be aware. I may not be aware. The Rajoguna within is responsible for such reactions. In the same way, tamasic and sattvic. So, if I am aware or not, it is another fact. But the guna within is responsible for such reactions. There is no doubt. In the same way, what is there within, it is responsible for all our behavior, all our cognitions, all our reactions. So, let us conclude this. What types of samskara are there within? Accordingly, we are growing or we are living. A child of 2 years age started drawing many types of pictures. Incessantly, he was drawing, painting. And when he was of 5 years age, he finished thousands of pictures. How? It was there with some children singing well. Not only singing, they are singing as if they are masters in music. How it happens? It is there. What is there within is manifesting outside. In the same way, in all of us, there are samskaras. And what sorts of samskaras are there within? Accordingly, we will behave. Or in another way, we can put the samskaras within are manifesting outside. This is happening. Whether we are aware or not, it happens. So if we are aware, then there is a benefit of controlling them more easily. If we are aware of the fact such and such samskaras are within me, then it will help us to control them. See, one man with a diabetes with it, he's having diabetes. If he knows or you do not know, the fact remains he's diabetic. There's no change. But if he is aware of the fact that he is having diabetes, then he can adjust his life. He can lifestyle which will help him diabetes. So if he is aware, whether he is aware or not aware, there is no difference. For the diabetes, it will work. It will work. But if he is aware, he can adjust his life. He can set his life to combat that. In the same way, the samskaras within will work. There is no doubt. Now coming to our second question, I was wondering if I am not born, if I am not born, such a situation won't come in my life as to hear this question and to answer you. Think how meaningless it is. It happened. It happened. I am born and I am sitting here. So you are asking and I am replying. In the same way, history is past. It happened. It happened. So many people, many group of people invaded Bharat and tried to rule Bharat. Many battles were fought. And for many centuries, Bharat was under the control of such invaders. For uh, 11, more than 11 centuries, this Bharat was under the control of such invaders. And as a result, Bharat became a poor, undeveloped country. See, if we go to the facts and figures available, at the time of invasion by Muslims, these Khiljis and all, Bharat was the most wealthiest nation in the world. Bharat had more than 30% of world trade. More than 30% of world trade was held by Bharat. But when after 2 centuries of such invasions, by 1600s Common Era, the share of trade of Bharat came to 23%. And quickly it started dwindling. And when British people left Bharat, after dividing these two, Pakistan and India, the share of Bharat in the world trade was negligible, less than 3 point some percentage, not even 4%. So the country, the wealth was looted by a set of invaders. And the wealth of our science and technology, social system, the wealth of our shastras and samskara, all this was tarnished and looted. But the wonder of wonders is that Bharat sustained all these attacks. Wealth we can recoup. Whatever things we lost, we can retrace. There is no doubt in it. The wonder of wonders is Bharat remained, sustained. Greece was distracted. Egypt was distracted. Babylonia was distracted. Mayan, Inca civilizations were distracted. Pre-Christian Rome was distracted. All these great civilizations were distracted by invaders. Within a few years, invaders succeeded in distracting such great cultures and civilizations. They distracted within a few years. But even after centuries and centuries of invasions and their attacks, Bharata is still Bharata. That is the greatest wonder in the world. So have faith in that. Have faith in that. Now there are no foreign invaders. Now there are no foreign invaders. But there are many anti-national elements, many religio-based groups, many terrorist groups within our own nation, actively working to disrupt the very structure of Bharat. So, leave the first part, external attacks and invasions. Leave that. Gone is gone. Now we are here. Now Bharat is strong. Now Bharat is standing on her own feet. So be aware of the anti-national elements. Be aware of the forces who are trying to distract the very fabric of this nation. That awareness, that social awareness that we must have. This is a very big topic. Much research is needed. There are many studies from the social standpoint, there are from the economic standpoint, from the commercial standpoint, from the political standpoint. Many studies are there available even now regarding the after effects of invasion. So go to such works and we will get a clear picture. Namaste.
Can we take another question, Swamiji?
Now,
Can we take another question?
Yeah. The 7 more minutes are there.
Nirmala.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste.
Swamiji, in the Shanti Mantram, Vangme Manasi, can Swamiji please explain the meaning of Ritam Vadishyami and Satyam Vadishyami?
Yeah. Satyam is truth or real. Ritam also is the truth or the real. Then what is the difference? Ritam is used in the absolute sense. whereas Satyam is used in the relative sense. See, take a gold chain, take a gold bangle, take a gold ring. Ring is a ring. Ring cannot be a chain, or a chain is a chain. Chain cannot be a ring. So they are having their own reality in the relative plane. They do not have absolute reality as the bangle or ring or the chain. Take the reality, it is gold. It is gold. When the ring is a ring, or when it is converted into a chain, in both situations, the fact remains it is gold. So the reality of the gold in that case is absolute. So the reality is in two levels, in the relative or transactional level and the absolute or ultimate level. So the Satyam in the absolute or ultimate level is called Ritam. So in the Shanti Mantra, it is said, Ritam Vadishyami, Satyam Vadishyami. I am speaking the truth in the relative plane as well as in the absolute plane. So after chanting this, we cannot lie. We cannot speak untruth because we are swearing. I am speaking what is real in the absolute level, and I am speaking what is real in the transactional plane. So Satyam Vadishyami is I am speaking the truth or the real. And Ritam Vadishyami means I am speaking the truth in the absolute or ultimate level. This is the difference. Namaste. Namaste. Now we can conclude this session. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahabhiryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.